appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Thanks. Don't you want to sit down? Have a seat. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it so much. Back at you. Oh, man, today, I'm not kidding around. I love when I have something that I discover. It's very, very important, and I want to share it with you, as yesterday was seahorses. And I don't know why more people aren't talking about them. But anyway, so today, I realized there are a lot of great inventions that we take for granted. Like, and if you've been watching, again, I can't beg you enough to watch the show every day because I can't recap everything. But we've been tracing all the important inventions of our time. Of course, we've already discussed fire, fire being the big one, and the wheel. And this is the order, by the way. And then, of course, the pocket, because, you know, that's important as well. And now I'm realizing an invention that we just kind of take for granted is flossing, which is the greatest invention. I don't know who came up with it, but what a great thing. And I'm not just doing it because it's good for you, and I love to floss. I think it's I'd be doing it right now if it was polite. I really would. Someday it will be. Not in my day, but it'll be. Someday our children's children will feel free to floss in public because we should be proud. There should be nothing wrong with it. It's actually good for you, healthy for your teeth, because there's nothing worse than having something stuck in your teeth. That feeling of and you're across from someone, there's nothing you can do, and you're just trying to work it out by yourself, counting the teeth that it's back, 3 teeth, it's where. Oh, got to remember that when I get home. I don't want to forget. And then you do that suction back and forth. Hopefully nobody knows that this is what's happening inside. Not pretty. And you should know, there are certain foods, you don't have that problem with certain foods. If you're safe with mashed potatoes, soup, those types of things. But certain foods, you're just walking right into it. You're asking for it and you know it. You know, celery is just a stalk of floss, is what it is. It's a solid stick of floss. And there's no way that you're not going to have something in your tooth when you're eating celery. Broccoli, of course, is bad, and also just that is always the way. It's never way back. It's right in the front. The broccoli. The darker the color, pepper, everything finds its way to the front of the mouth. Corn on the cob, which is the worst. I don't know who's brave enough to eat that anywhere but home. Corn on the cob should only be eaten at home, really. Although the husk of the corn on the cob is floss. So you can actually use some of the stuff that gets caught in to just get the corn out if you get a husk. The worst offender, the most dangerous food of all, top of the list if you're keeping notes at home, is popcorn, which can, and it ruins a movie for you. If you're having popcorn and there's something stuck, and then when you get home that night, then you're flossing, thinking you've got it, completely sure of it, and the next morning you get up, there's a little contact lens of popcorn on your tongue. I thought I had everything. How could I possibly have missed? Where did that come from? It hides like kind of and just sneaks out during the night. How does it get there? What happens during the night that works its way to your tongue? But anyway, so then I'm thinking also, because I'm not the only one who recognizes the importance of floss, the companies, you know, they realized right away, and I wish I would have gotten in on this early, there's so many different types of floss. That's how big floss is. It's not, there's flavored floss now. There's cinnamon, there's mint, there's Old Spice, there's, which is good because you want to match the floss with the type of food, just like a wine. You'll want a white wine with a fish and a red wine with a darker meat. But mint goes with, if you've had fish, you'll want a mint floss. If you've had some type of pastry, you'll want, of course, the cinnamon. And, of course, after all of this, you'll rinse with a nice dessert wine. And then, also, I don't know who's, there's waxed and unwaxed, which I don't know who's even using unwaxed. Why it's archaic. Unwaxed, there's no need for it. Unwaxed, you're always, it's somehow you're trying to get the food out, and then it breaks off in your, now you've got the food and floss. Then you've got to get more floss to get that floss out. There's so much rope in there. You've got like a hammock in your... And then some people, you watch them when because there's, you know, some people just use a small amount. You're supposed to use and move it along and use, but some people, they just keep pulling and pulling, and there's like this, they can do a cat's cradle thing. They're just all of a sudden, that's what they're doing to get it out. Because I'll tell you, I use the Glide wax, because that is the best in my opinion, and I'll recommend it to anybody. But anyway, I'm serious about this. Brushing, they say 4 out of 5 dentists recommend that you brush twice a day and that you floss after every meal. And another thing that I just read recently, that 4 out of 5 dentists recommend that you should always dance. It's the first time I went up on the platform.
I know, that was fun.
It was a lot of fun, and I got scared and ran. But I like how we all of a sudden always go right into each other's dance.
I know, that's unison.
It's good. We're like synchronized dancers.
Absolutely.
Is what we're doing. We should shoot from above and see if we look like those June Taylor dancers.
And smile.
Yeah. Always, always smile when you're doing synchronized dancing.
Yeah.
You're smiling a whole lot lately, and I don't know why I didn't know about this earlier.
Yeah.
And how do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Well, how come I don't know these things?
You've been so busy.
Well, yes, but you pass in the hall and we talk about other things.
Yes, I know.
So, and how long has it been going on?
Yeah, a couple of months.
Oh, God.
Plus, I didn't want you not to, like her, because the last one didn't watch the show.
Well, I didn't like her.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
What's her name?
My new girlfriend, Salita.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she watches the show. She's a big fan.
Then I like her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in a ridiculously silly mood. I'm just so happy when we have a great show.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. She makes me laugh so hard. Wanda Sykes is here today. Smart, so funny. Comedy Central's Wanda Does It is her show. She says whatever she feels like. She's so hilarious. She's so smart. And also, oh, I love him as well. Every time he's here. I think I sat on his lap last time. Carl Reiner is here. He does the voice of the father and Father of the Pride. And he's in the new Ocean's 11. He was in Ocean's 11. Now he's in Ocean's 12 with the whole, all the hotties. You know, the word was already out of my mouth, and I just kept going, and I had nowhere to go. It ended up in a cul-de-sac of words, and I couldn't turn around. Hey, today I'm wearing jeans, and if you're wondering why, other than I dance better in them, it's Lee Denim Day, and so I'm wearing them because Lee, it's the national, I don't know how they came up with this, but Lee National Denim Day, and in exchange for going casual and wearing jeans today, you're asked to make a $5 donation to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation, which you should do. And 100% of the money raised is going directly to breast cancer research, education, screening, and treatment programs. This year, the goal is to raise $7.5 million, and I believe we can do it in one single day. I think we can. If you want to donate, please visit our website, Everybody in the audience is getting a pair of jeans. We're giving you jeans to put on. So, that's right. And so in exchange for what you're wearing, so if you'll all start taking off your clothes. Thought I'd try. Listen, we love the dancing that goes on before the show starts. I've said it so many times that the audience dances, and we like to kind of show the special dancers. We highlight them in a way. And so we decided we showed you... we decided to make a segment out of it. Don't start panicking. It's not you. And again, I'm not making fun. We're highlighting. And so this is the new segment that we call Dancer of the Day. Machine. Do her thing. All right, here's a clip. Here's a clip of a woman that sometimes there's not enough room in the audience and they need to take more space. So here she is. There's everybody dancing in there, but she went out on the floor. She has very intricate handwork, if you notice her hands and her fingers as she dances. There's a lot of people use fists, but she doesn't. She might be putting a spell. Oh, there's the harp. We call that the harp. And then we threw in the towel. All right. And then I went up to her and did my little hand dance with her. All right, fantastic. We're gonna, we'll be highlighting more and more. If we find somebody actually right now that I see, we're going to highlight them at the end of the show, maybe on that little podium. So don't go away. Wanda Sykes will be sitting here when we come back. We'll be right back. Our first guest does it all. She's a comedian and actress and now an author. Her new show, Wanda Does It, debuted this week on Comedy Central. Please welcome back to the show, Wanda Sykes.
Me.
Oh, you make me
I
laugh.
love your show. You got a great show, man.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I watch it all the time.
I watch it too. I seriously, and first of all, you look great. You look fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
You really do.
Yeah,
and you're wearing jeans too.
Yeah.
Did you know that it was Jean Day?
I would like to say I did, but no.
But
no, I
look how it worked out.
It just worked out.
And again, you're supporting the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation.
Yes.
Just by wearing this.
I did a self-check while I was backstage.
Great. Yeah, it's better to do it back there than here. It's not that kind of show.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, I thought you should get a cage up for your dancers.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. At least a pole.
You gotta have a pole.
At least a pole. I've told Tony I'm going to get him a pole over there, but he won't. He can make some tips. He can make a little extra money.
Yeah. A little pole.
Put a little thong on. His lady would love it.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I've had so many people lately that are on the show that are just turning 40, and everybody has a different reaction. I was saying you look great, and you just recently turned 40.
Yeah, I turned 40.
And there's no big deal about it.
It's, at first I was kind of freaking out about it.
Really?
Because in show business, people are like, oh, you got to watch your age and stuff. But I was like, I don't care. And I noticed, like, the older I get, the less I care about a lot of things.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean,
that's the good part.
Yeah. I use it as an excuse, I'm old, I forget stuff, I just fake senility, Wanda, you said you was gonna call me back. I'm old. I don't remember. Don't hold it against me. I'm old.
Well, I think now you're cheating because I think people know at 40 you can't start using that as an. But you do start making noises.
Yeah.
When you sit down, there's more noises that happen.
I know.
Like that, which never happened when you're 10.
Right.
You know?
Right. And I notice in the morning, I'm a very noisy person in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I have to take stuff at night to try to prevent my noises in the morning. It's scary. The dog is running off the bed like, what the hell? Hey, I don't care. I'm 40.
Yeah. That's right. A lot of people.
When I get 60, I'm just gonna start shooting people in the kneecaps. I don't care. If they bug me, what'd you say? Blah, blah. I'm 60. That's how they shoot in the hood. Blah,
Yeah,
blah.
no, I know. It's downwards like that.
Like that.
That's why it's always safer that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they either start dancing or you get the kneecap.
Exactly, right.
Yeah. But a lot of people do. Everybody freaks out and they think that. I think people look better when they get older. I think, you know.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like people, they go in and try to fix stuff. I mean, you know, just let it happen. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, and now the plastic surgery is just ridiculous. Now it's it's out of control. Like, I mean, and it's like no matter what the age, now you got little kids getting plastic surgery.
I know.
Like there was, I mean, I'm all for corrective surgery. You know, if you got a lip that's all twisted and, you know, and a tooth that's jutting out your head that way, you know, yeah, fix that, handle that, take care of that. But, because it's distracted, you know, yeah. But, you know, I don't understand, like, I read in Florida, you know, of course, everything bad happens in Florida. Everything crazy is in Florida. This girl, she's 16, her parents got her implants, breast implants for her birthday.
I saw that story.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, I mean, what kind of message are you giving to the kids? And then I thought about it, because I don't like to pass judgment. I'm like, well, you know, I haven't seen this girl. You know, maybe, you know, her teeth all messed up and she got cross eyes, you know, maybe breasts were cheaper than braces. You know? Maybe the parents are like, you know, we'll give you a nice set of breasts, you'll meet a lovely man, and he'll fix up the teeth.
He'll fix the teeth.
Just straighten all that out. I was saying, it's like with like all the plastic surgery going on, only like when you're dating, you better start asking for baby pictures.
Yeah.
Because that person may not have always looked like that. You know what I'm saying? You meet somebody, you had a kid, and then the baby comes out with jug handle ears, and you're like, what the hell is this? Where'd this little gremlin come from? And it's like, that looks just like you in the 7th grade. That's you. You can fix the outside of it, but those ugly jeans, they stay in there. Can't change the jeans.
So you're saying you should see pictures before.
As I'm telling you.
To see what they really look like.
Baby pictures. Get baby pictures, yearbooks.
Ugly jeans.
Ugly jeans. Stay in there.
All right, we have to take a break. We'll be right back right after this. We're back with Wanda Sykes, the hilarious Wanda Sykes. All right, so it's like a reality show. Describe it. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's like a reality show, but like where the cameras are following me around, and I end up doing like different jobs, you know, each episode. But it's a story, so it's also like a you know, unscripted, you know, like Curb Your Enthusiasm, pretty much.
But you end up doing other jobs because you think you can do it as well, if not better, than other people.
Yeah, or it serves a purpose. You know, like if, like in this particular episode, I was on the bus because I sold my car to a friend, and her check bounced. So, you know, I had to get my car back, so I really went and worked for a repo company. I am really a licensed repossessor in the state of California.
You are now?
I am now.
Good to know.
Good to know. I trained and everything, and I went back and got my own car. And repoed my own car.
That's very funny. So you do all these, it's interesting.
Yeah.
And for you it's interesting probably.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
I get to do a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, I was flying a plane, and you know, when I'm in the air, I'm like, am I really gonna kill myself for Comedy Central?
Yeah, right.
You know, HBO, with Comedy Central. You know, they don't have that much programming, so they would just show it over and over and over again. Hilarious. So, but
oh man, we were talking during the break too that we're both fans of reality shows,
yeah.
and that's what this is sort of based on. What shows are you watching that you like?
You know, I was really looking forward to another season of The Apprentice because I love that, but I'm a little disappointed this season. You know,
yeah?
all the women are getting on my nerves. Good Lord.
Yeah.
I get annoying. You know, at least the crazy girl was interesting.
Yeah. Oh.
But, you know, but the thing is, but now I just watch for Donald's hair, basically. I just look at Donald for the hair. Because I really think it's dryer lint sitting up there. I don't think, it look like dryer lint.
No,
it was like he just, oh, I got to get out the house. Give me the lint. This one. I want to sniff it. It probably smell like bounce, you know, a little nice. The little snuggle bear. I can see the little snuggle bear just sitting on top of his hair.
Oh, now.
But I mean, you know.
Did you watch it? Is Average Joe still on?
Yeah. I like the Average Joe.
Yeah, that was.
But I want to see them do Average Jane though. That's what I want to see. Because see, Average Joe, you know, it's like the women can get past like looks and stuff. See, a guy could be overweight and bad acne and crooked teeth, but you know, we'll throw him in the average pool. You know, it's like Donald Trump. Donald Trump, really, he's an average-looking guy, but standing in front of casinos with his name on it and tall buildings with his name on it, you go, that's a sexy bastard right there.
You're hilarious. Wanda Does It airs on Comedy Central Tuesdays at 10:30. Her new book, Yeah, I Said It, is currently in bookstores. We come back. What are you doing while you're watching? Don't go away. It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for What Are You Doing While You're Watching? All right, letter number 1 comes from Marley Eaton from Houston, Texas. Dear Ellen, my husband, Bear, and I recently celebrated our 33rd wedding anniversary in Rockport, Texas. In our search for a romantic place to dine that evening, we came across Houdat on the Gulf Coast and thought of you. We chuckled the night away, discussing your antics and emphasizing each comment with Houdat. Thanks for brightening our special day and for being forever in our memory album. Your faithful fans, Blondie and Bear. What a cute couple, Blondie and Bear. Zoom in on the picture there. That's Houdat Restaurant. And she's referring, of course, to the clip. Let's take a look at the clip on the show when something happened.
Help me one day.
Yeah. Who's that? Hey, a fly just flew in my eye. Well, it looked like I was asking the fly who it was, but I was not saying, who's that, to the fly. I was talking to Tony, and at the same time a fly hit me, and I went, who's that? So, who that? Which, it sounds like a great restaurant, very romantic. No screens on the window, so a lot of mosquitoes and flies flying around, and everybody's, who's that? When they're... All right, thank you, Blondie and Bear. Rebecca from Spring, Texas. I had foot surgery, therefore I get to sit on the couch for a week with my foot up. As you can see, I'm using frozen peas for an ice pack. Works great. I've enjoyed watching your show this week. Thanks for the laughs. And there she is right there with the frozen peas. Some people watch their P's and Q's. You're watching your P's and me. It's actually a good method for defrosting. She's probably going to make a casserole later on. And actually, I could give her a little pedicure. I could just paint her toenails right there. If she likes yellow toenails. I can have to do some cotton in between them, actually. Let's see. There we go. All right. It's funny that you should say that, actually, Rebecca, because after I dance, my feet swell like crazy, and the entire time I'm doing a show, I actually also have frozen peas. I like to, they actually don't like the look there. It's a whole separate shot. Doesn't look like it's attached to me at all, but it's me. All right, so number 3 is, let's see, from Joy Weldon from Fulton, New York. Dear Ellen, my son has been making this face for a while now. I realize he looks so much like Kitty. I notice he does it more when he sees her, and all I have to do is say, what's the Kitty face? And he does it. Thanks for making us laugh every day, Jeremy, Joy, and Jaden. And there he is right there. Look how cute he is. He's not quite, he's adorable. He's not doing the right job. His hands should be up on his face like that. Like that. He has to have that bushy hair also, and some glasses. Now he looks... Now, let's see. Zoom in and look. Oh, I think that's Kitty right there. And of course, we can't see it enough. Let's see the clip of Kitty. I miss you, Kitty. I miss Kitty so much. I can't see that enough. Kelly Irwin from Pompano Beach, Florida. Dear Ellen, love your show. I get to watch you every day while I'm working in my mobile dog grooming salon. It's such a treat to have you in my van every day for an hour. I can't wait to one day be in your audience. That and to play on the Family Feud. You're the best. Sincerely, Kelly Irwin. There she is right there, and her, that's great that you're such a big fan of The Feud. We surveyed 100 people, and where's the oddest place to have a TV screen? Show me dog grooming van. That's right. To everyone who sent in an email, tip of the hat and a peck on the cheek, Carl Reiner joins us right after this. We'll be right back. Show to the upcoming Ocean's 12. Our next guest is a film and television legend. Please welcome back to the show the amazing Carl Reiner.
Albino jeans.
They are albino jeans. You look great. You look like you've been yachting. It's a very dapper, handsome look right now.
So much thought about what to wear when I came out here. I had a jacket with a zipper. I had no tie. I had one with a hat. I couldn't figure it out. Then I realized if I want to be formal from here up, from here down informal, so you have your choice.
That's a great way.
Yes. And by the way, Wanda Sykes saying that 40, she doesn't care anymore.
Right.
I'm 82. No, she's right. At 40, I didn't care. At 50, I didn't care. 60, I didn't care. 70, I started to care. And all of a sudden, at 80, I'm really caring. At 82, I said, I better leave a better world for my kids. I started to worry. I started to worry. But it's all right, I'm caring. Start caring. Don't not care.
Yeah, start caring. Would you like some peas for your feet?
You know, I always use peas at home when I have a sprained anything.
Yeah.
Corn is good too, but peas are better.
Yeah.
And by the way, when they get hot, you put them back in and do it again.
Yeah, no, they're
By
great.
the way, flossing is wonderful, but
Isn't
you can't floss everywhere. So, you know what I want to give you a present.
Thanks.
If you don't have these, this is yours. And when you can't floss, you can do this. This is addictive. It's got a little brush on one side, and you can get in anywhere. Sometimes I floss and don't get it, and I'll get it with this.
Have y'all heard of these brush picks?
I wish. Oh, there may be enough. We'll
for
give
everyone?
Them out. We'll give them out.
Well, they're called brush picks. Send us some stuff for the audience, brush picks. But there's a brush on one side. That's a tiny amount of toothpaste you have
Try
to
it.
put
I
on
want to
there.
see what happens. Watch, her eyes will go to the top of her head. There's something sexual about it when you do this. I can't say I flossed with Ellen, but I picked with her.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a classy show.
You're not going to...
Yeah. That is, you know, because you should do that, actually.
Yes.
Don't you think?
You know, as a matter of fact, I think in the Asian countries or in Japan or China, I remember seeing this, and they think it's, you know, that you don't want to be using a toothpick, you know, like
No.
this. So they do it behind a thing, and you see this. And so I think you can guess what they're doing.
Yeah. That's not attractive. I'd rather see just that.
Right, because you can
Yeah.
do this very gently.
Yeah, very, very delicately.
Yeah. I wish I had eaten some nuts. You had a bowl of nuts, and I wish I had eaten more nuts because I picked them all out. I would like to have shown you how you can get
Yeah.
a nut out, but I have nothing in there.
It's such a shame that you can't show us that. We're all disappointed. That would be good TV.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, oh, look at this. What is that? You didn't get that off your jacket? This was a last choice.
No, that's my lucky thread. Leave it
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry.
That's my lucky thread.
All right.
I've worn that for 35 years, that piece of thread. I'm going to put it
And
in
now
here
I've
so I
ruined
don't
it.
lose it. Somebody
Now-
may take it.
Yeah. Now, do you care at this point, being married for how long have you been married?
61 years.
61 years. Do you still does she dress you, or did you dress, or does she go, I don't like that, and you care if she, or?
No, we do care. We do
Yeah.
ask each other. I asked her when I came here, I said, should I wear this? She said, maybe you ought to put a crease in it. I said, that takes the whole effect out. You have
Yeah.
a crease, it's
Yeah.
not an albino gene.
Yeah.
No, we do.
She buys you clothes and stuff like that?
No, I buy myself clothes, yes. I can't, my wife shops very carefully. And I don't like going shopping with her because she'll think about things and she'll try. I walk in the store and buy the wrong thing very quickly. And then I don't wear it, but I have a closet full of
Right.
wrong things that become the right things when you have them long enough.
Eventually, it'll be in style. And Estelle, your wife's name is Estelle, right?
Estelle, right.
That's right.
Estelle the jazz singer.
All right, Estelle the jazz. I know, and now what is it? I think I wanted to ask you this last time you were here, because 61 years, that's like so rare now that people last. What do you think that the key is to a long-lasting relationship?
Well, we were asked that. Estelle had the absolute perfect reason that people can live together. And they said, how did you make it for 30? She says, marry someone who can stand you. Think about that. Not that you can stand, but that can stand you. And if you think about that, because lust is easy, love is hard, like is most important.
Right.
And if you do these terrible things like you floss in public, and she doesn't like that, well, say, I could stand that, you know.
Right.
So if you just make sure that you don't hate the things that each other do, but if you can stand them, stay together, because where you're going, you don't know. With whom you're going to live, you don't know. Stay with the one you got.
That's right. That's right. Good advice. We have to take a break. We'll be right back with Carl Reiner right after this. We're back with Carl Reiner. And that's, you play the grandfather, and a little bit of a grouch on Father of the
Very
Bride.
grouchy. And did you notice he's bald? He has no mane.
Yeah.
And I think they cast me because I played Alan Brady on the old Dick Van Dyke Show, and I was bald. And I think that's because Alan Brady was a mean, curmudgeonly type fella, and so was this guy. You see that bald head?
Yeah.
When he was the star of the Siegfried and Roy show, and in one show, the last time he was the star, his haunches were giving out, and when he had to go through the circle of fire, his head, which he had a toupee on, hit the rim, and he
hilarious.
lost his toupee, lost his job, and he has to live with his son-in-law, John Goodman, and Cheryl Hines.
It's so
now.
great, so clever, really, really original. Now, and it's also amazing to me that you're still doing this. You're still working. You have Ocean's 12 coming out. You're doing this. Do you remember the very first thing that you ever did on television to think you'd go this long?
Like it was yesterday. I came home from the Army. I saw Frank Sinatra at a radio studio doing a program, a radio program, and I never forgot this. He was singing something like, night and day, you are the one, only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Then he walked away from the mic and went, whether near to me or afar. And I said, and my first job on television. I said, it's visual. You got to do something visual. And I thought of that. It was the Maggie McNellis Crystal Room in 1949. And I was asked to do something, and I said, there was this great radio singer who made it tremendously. Television came, and he couldn't make it. And this is the reason why, because he sang beautifully, but this is what he looked like. Those faraway places with strange sounding names, far away under the sea. Those faraway places I've been reading about, calling. Couldn't make it in television. Could not make it. Very first thing, 1948.
That's hilarious.
The Face is still doing it.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's the first thing
You can do it. I saw you do
well,
it.
I can do it a little bit.
Now there's something you can learn. This eye, which you see that eye?
I do.
Yeah, can you do that? That's good.
Okay.
Don't. It's not. You're not closing your lid. You're just closing the top lid.
Okay.
Yeah. Now both.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
All right.
Good.
I think this is very attractive. The Father of the Pride is on Tuesdays at 9 on NBC. Everybody in the audience is getting a copy of Carl's book, My Anecdotal Life. One more thing right after this. I want to thank Wanda Sykes and Carl Reiner Monday. Ray Romano and Kaylee Cuoco will be here. Oh, and one more thing. We proudly present from today's audience our newest dancer of the day, Rhea Zakic. Rhea, take it away.